Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we are continuing our How to Heal series and we've landed upon Auriel. Pulling up the list here, you'll see that I have her in the burst healing category, which means her sustain healing and utility is lacking a little bit, but that is kind of something that needs to be talked about. So her utility is still there. She has her E, which allows you to stun heroes, but that's only if you hit them into a wall. So it's not the greatest utility in the world. And then she has sustained healing, but that's only if her allies are able to be dealing damage. And that is Auriel in a nutshell. You're constantly playing a game of chicken to see if you can outfight the enemy team and deal more damage to do more healing before they can burst you down. So you do have that burst healing where your heal it heals for a lot when you have it fully maxed out, and it can be a burst heal on multiple allies. It's very nice, very easy to land, but the condition is you have to be dealing damage. So she also does have sustain that's just very dependent on, like I said, playing chicken. Are you gonna kill me before I kill you? Let's find out, and you just go at it. So, we're going to quickly run over her kit, like we do in this series. So, if you already know how Auriel's kit works, you can just skip forward a minute or two, and we'll be inside of the game. But if you want to know the terminology I'm using while inside of the game, then stay tuned. We'll hop into try mode, and I'll show you how her kit works. Okay, and we find ourselves in the try mode. So, you'll notice two things whenever you are looking at my little Auriel player right now. The first one is, holy cow, you are low on HP. The only reason for that is because the healing dummy is not working, so I'm low to showcase my healing. But the second one is, you are completely out of mana, and not regenerated mana. That's because Auriel does not use mana. Instead, she uses energy. So, energy is something that you get by dealing damage. That is your trait, Bestow Hope. So, passively, 60% of the damage Auriel deals to heroes and 20% dealt to non-heroes is stored as energy. So, you can watch my auto attacks here up against the dummy is giving me energy, and it's giving me less energy up against these minions. More energy, less energy, more energy, and so on and so forth. Additionally, this has a second part. You see this long area range. Well, you can click an ally within this range and give them your hat. Bestow Hope. I will be referring to it as hat, but it is your Bestow Hope, your trait. It's all the same thing. So, bestow an ally hero with hope. While they remain near Auriel, 30% of their damage to heroes and 10% of their damage to non-heroes is converted to energy. Auriel can only have one Bestow Hope, one hat, one trait on an ally at a time. Additionally, this has a maximum at level 20 of storing 1,042 energy. And remember, all energy spent is converted into healing. That's your W. Ray of Heavens. Consume Auriel's stored energy and heal allied heroes in the area for the amount of energy consumed. So let me just go ahead and get to full energy by auto-attacking this. And you can see just how strong this heal can be. And just what I mean by it's so bursty. So it doesn't matter if you heal... Like, you see how big this heal is? It's a massive heal. It is the size of Alex Straza's W, but it's instant. It happens immediately, which is great burst healing, a very respectable range on a 4-second cooldown. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a nice chunk of healing that can hit your whole team. On a 4-second cooldown, that's great, but oftentimes, if you don't have your team helping you out, it's tough to keep your W active, and that's where the game of chicken happens, where you can have great healing. If you can heal for 1,000 every 4 seconds, that is one of the highest, what would that be? HPS, heal per second, inside of the game. So that's her healing portion of her kit with her Bestow Hope and her Ray of Heavens. But she also has 2 damaging abilities. So we'll talk about her Q, the most basic ability in her kit. This is going to be your bread and butter for giving yourself energy. It's a massive area of effect where it has 2 or technically 3 portions. So it has the center cone, and then to the left and right of that, it has this half circle. Now, the center cone just deals bonus damage to all units hit, while the outer cone deals less damage. So it's a damaging ability that you can see. One big sweep grants me some decent energy. You combo that with it being on a short cooldown, and if you're hitting multiple heroes, especially multiple heroes in the center of this, the center of your sacred sweep, it's going to heal for, or give you a lot of energy, which allows you to spam out your heals more, and it's a very vicious cycle. Like, look at that. That's a bunch of burst to have ready to heal out. And this kit is very repetitive and very fun, but it's a game of chicken. You got to put yourself in danger to cast your Qs and deal your auto attacks. So you really need to be bestowing your allies with hope and helping bolster their ranks. Now, in the event that you do get dived upon, you do have one tool to help you survive, and that is your E. It is called Detainment Strike, or Stun, or Slap, whatever you want to call it. But its technical term is Detainment Strike, and it's a 12-second cooldown, straight line skill shot that hits only heroes. So you can deal 121 damage at level 20 to the first enemy hero hit, and you knock them back. If they collide with terrain on their knockback, they are also stunned for 1.25 seconds and take an additional 362 damage. This is at level 20. So you can see if I line it up here, and I would hit 2 of them, but it only hits the first hero. So that's something to be noted. But I can line them up better to land more Qs and things of that sort. Additionally, like I said, if you smack a hero into a wall, let me see if I can do that with toggle cooldowns. That won't hit, but that one will. It deals bonus damage, stunning them, and giving you more energy to spam out. You can see it's a decent bit of energy that it gives you. Anyways, that's Auriel's kit. We're gonna hop into the game and hopefully have some fun. Last thing to talk about before we hop into the game is our Skinergy, because there's 3 really awesome combos I have for her. So you have the Angelic Angel one with this beautiful yellow skin called the Glorious Archangel Auriel, and an Ancient Demonic Hellsteed. I really like this combo. It's very, very nice. That's the most basic one. And then I recently found out Sexy Mommy Angel. Oh my god. It's a very nice skin, and she rides my ACOG, a chicken, a rooster, whatever you want to call it. Bada bing, bada boom. It's another really great combo. And then finally, Flirty Feet, because there's feet. That's the joke, and it's on a flirty cloud. Okay, I'll see you in the game. All right, and we find ourselves in the Infernal Shrines today. We already talked about our Skinergy a little bit, but we did go for the Flirty Feet Skinergy combo, which is I really like the way that this skin ends up looking out with the flirty cloud and the pink. It's very nice, very fun. As always, we're going to talk about the build and talents at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. We'll go in depth and detail about what we're picking and why, but just know that we are all about going for damage. We picked up Searing Light at level 1, and I'm going to talk about that because it allows our W to give us energy based off of the damage it deals to units. So, or it allows it to deal damage, which means we can get energy by dealing damage. We're going to have our hat on the hero who's going to deal the most hero damage, which I think poke damage will be Hanzo, but team fights will be Mathael. But you can always press tab and figure out who that's actually going to be. Alright, so we're just going to play, like I said, that game of chicken. Can I outdamage you before you outdamage me? We can press our W inside of that Alexstrasza's heal, which is granting us energy because of Searing Light, that level 1 talent. Pressing our W inside of the minion wave is always good because you're getting tons of healing. Or tons of energy to heal, I should say. And we're already top damage. We'll give our hat to someone a little bit closer. Now we'll give it back to Hanzo. We can keep healing him up as long as we're dealing damage. This is your game of chicken. Try to land that stun. You can kind of look for those stuns off of the walls if you come at like a 45-degree angle kind of, and oops, and look to get it done that way. I'm going to have my hat on the Tracer player and spamming out my W pretty much at every convenient or every possible time. We're going to look to press that button. Pressing our W because it's inside of hitting a lot of enemy heroes and a lot of allies. That is the perfect kind of W. Whiffing my stun again, and with Vala on top of me, we're going to play that a little bit more defensively, hitting our W on top of ourself. I see Hanzo is looking for something in the bottom lane, and there's a diva causing him some pesky issues, so we're going to go rotate his way. See if we can't send this Vala player into our buildings and finish her off with a auto attack W combo. Playing that game of chicken. Can I out damage you before you can out kill me? And yeah, they win. I didn't think Baby Diva would 4 auto attack overkill. I almost had my W back. If Alexstrasza doesn't come, we win that. We're going to pick up Repeated Offense, and as I mentioned, I'll go over this at the end, but since we're dead, we can go over it now. Repeated Offense is a quest talent, gives my E greater range. That's the main reason you pick it up. So the knockback is a little bit further, allowing me to get more pot shots off and stuns, which you're basically stunning at every possible time. Also check, it is Tracer. Tracer is the top hero damage currently, so she's going to get my hat over the Hanzo. And we can use our W's to try to deal damage to this. I'm rather afraid. Oh, that misses. That's horrible. I need to get that back up before D.Va uses her bomb. We'll stun that hero in hopes that we can kill her. We cannot kill her, so we just got to stay on the point, and here we go. Game of chicken. Can I out damage you before you can out damage me? Get out of here. Get out of here, Alexstrasza. This is my battle. Alright, that's big. That's rather large. We're still top damage, top healing. We need to get to this objective, especially with Mathael would be nice. Trying to stun that hero away. She gains health from entering the dragon form, which is rather sad, but she's wasting her dragon now, so she won't be using that whenever it actually matters, aka when an objective fight is happening. We'll head up to the top lane now as level 7 approaches. I should have been thinking about what level 7 I wanted before now. I'm going to go for it for the Link talent. I wanted to land my stun on top of the Vala player, but it doesn't matter. Tracer is in there and dealing great damage. We're going to keep giving her the hat because she's done such a good job. We got our W back up, so we're going to press it out on top of these heroes. Looking for a wall stun to maybe line up. There we get it. That's a big interrupt on top of the Sonya player. More damage with our W's because of that level 1 talent, so we're spamming that out. We lose the objective, which will force us to retreat. There's another stun with a W. Hopefully we don't get jumped by the Punisher because we want to get behind the building. Unfortunately, Tracer gets jumped by it. So we'll check again here. It is still Tracer, my top damage, so she'll continue to get my hat. Spamming out our Qs from a rather safe distance. Because if you do get caught out of position, things can go south very quickly. Hit a W, because remember your W's on such a wide range that you can hit it on a lot of heroes at once. Really well done by the friendly team there. We're gonna heal first. Look to line up this. Looking for that wall stun, but we miss it, which costs us a decent bit. You can see our healing number is fabulous, especially in comparison to Alexstrasza, who is one of the best healers inside of this game, in my opinion. Still looking for that angle to land on top of the walls there. Red team is so deep looking for Mathael, whom I have yet to see this entire game, is Mathael. As Auriel, you actually have, for a healer, not bad wave clear. Like, there's definitely worse wave clear for a healer. I didn't think he had that up. That's a shame. Tracer should be able to run him down, though, and get us the kill that we need. We'll heal up our Hanzo with a W and continue to go for more minions and more soak. We're hitting level 10 now. Resurrect's a fine ult. I'm totally cool with people picking Resurrect. I go Arcane or Crystal Aegis in every single game. And the reason for that is it's my comfort pick is the main reason. But the second reason is it's an impactful ability now. Whereas Resurrect, you have to wait for an ally to die for it to be impactful. And I oftentimes don't like that aspect in the game. We'll head bottom lane because it does look like some allies need my assistance there. So hopefully we can get a heal on top of my ally. There's a nice stun, if nothing else. We'll give another heal on top of my Mathael player. Really just trying to keep him alive as best as possible. There's another heal for him. A pretty decent stun. Now I'm in a rather tricky position. I'm going to press my R so that I can get my W back up in time to continue to try to walk away. Big damage, big heals. There's a stun somewhere inside of that fight. Very good damage by Mathael, keeping us at full energy. You'll love to see it. We got to land our W on ourselves and my allies there. Oh, that Anubrak getting down super duper low. Maybe we can land this W. Oh, well done by Tracer. And the Nope. Mathael. That's what I mean. Mathael is such great hero damage that makes an excellent battery for me. And what I mean by battery is just someone to have my Bestow Hope on top of, granting me a lot of energy. Mathael is excellent at being that unit for me. Stun out these heroes and continue to get good poke damage. If nothing else, we have taken her out of her mech. There's a huge W. That W is racking up the damage. We have been top damage for a lot of this game. Make sure to heal up my squishies and my batteries. Oh, wanted to hit her against the sippy cup, but we do whiff. Objective spawning as we kill this wall, and red team might look for an engagement here. Honestly, I think Tracer's going to deal more damage, because like I said, inside of these, there's two kinds of damage. There's teamfight damage and there's poke damage. Mathael is the better teamfight damage by far, but I think Tracer's going to be the better poke damage for us. I have my R back up, which I can use to save myself or my allies whenever that time comes. Huge damage on top of the Sonya player, getting us a lovely kill. The tanks are mingling in the top lane, and I shouldn't risk it. I should just sit back with my team, get this objective capped out, and use our W to heal because we have no energy cost. Oh, that's no good. We're gonna actually activate my R because I don't feel like dying. I kind of whiffed my W there. That's gonna cost me big time. That's good energy, but I doubt it'll be enough to keep this hero alive. Oh, I think I had my heal up in time. I just didn't press it. That's a shame. All right, we'll tap and re-engage. 25 to 26 on the objective cap currently, and that's only going up for the team in red. That's a pretty good stun on top of red team. They do capture that objective, though. We get the kill on the D.Va, maybe their healer as well. There we go. The death of... Oh, I whiff again. The death of a lot of their team, but at the cost of a immortal Punisher, rather. A Punisher is maybe not so worth it. See if we can't hit this hero a little bit. If we keep her from pushing, then I count that as a win. And it looks like we're doing that. In fact, I don't think I'm going to help if I go to the objective, so we can push this lane. Just a little bit. As we wait to hit our biggest power spike. So, your hero, Auriel, she gets power spikes at level 7 and 16. So, level 7, you get it because you oftentimes can figure out what kind of energy your hero is getting, or how to get energy by that point, and that's when the talents come that allow you to increase those ways. Like for instance, this game I went for Empathetic Link, which means if my ally is taking damage, they're going to be granting me energy. But if you need to be using globes, like you have a lot of flexibility there. But level 16, that's where you get this massive power spike that allows you to get more healing. You can store more energy, which allows you to heal for more, damage for more, and become such a nuisance in general. It is lovely. Now, unfortunately, our team fight, although it's been very good, we've yet to win an objective. So I'm hoping that we can continue to just sustain through the rest of this game. And since we have this little small level lead here, I'm hoping we're going to be able to use that to our advantage for the next upcoming fights. Really good burst by the Tracer player. It's not quite going to be enough, and now she has put both myself and her in a rather poor position. We're doing a good job of dodging, though, if nothing else. Shocked we made it out of there with our life, but we will take it. Ah, it's not worth tapping. Well, why'd you do that? I want to time my tap around the objective. That's why it's not worth tapping. Good stun by the Anubrak player will force me back. We're going to pick for a little bit of assistance here because that's a lot of push happening our way. We've lost the Hanzo, so we're going to go ahead and ping him. And we pick up Reservoir of Hope. So now we're going to be able to, hopefully, push this hero into the tower. Ugh, the stun. It's brutal. We're hopefully going to be able to get more healing stacked up. So by the time these big fights are happening and I need to be dealing a large amount of burst healing quickly and often, we're going to be able to do that. And additionally, keeping a high damage number on the board will be really lovely to see as well. Hopefully I can get the The reservoir stacks, so we're up to 2 stacks already. Typically, once you start hitting around 10 stacks, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling the effects of this talent. And anything past 10 is just like, yeah, this is making me so strong. There's another stack for me. I don't want to lose this hero, so I'm fine losing the bot. But we had to press our R to save the Tracer player. I don't know if it technically saved her, but it didn't hurt anything until this objective comes in. Then it's actually going to start hurting. I want to get more energy. Hopefully Tracer can go out there. There's another stack. You'll love to see it. Up to 5, which is pretty good considering that the objective fight is about to spawn in. There's 6. Ping, they're on our way middle. I don't have my R, so I have no way to protect myself in the event that things like this bad is happening. Like my tank dying right before the objective and the Hanzo leaving. There's another stack, up to 7. I think they're on this camp, but I truthfully don't want to die for it. Tracer can blink away. I cannot. Huge burst damage we're able to pump out because we got those Reservoir of Hope stacks up. Excellent. And we still get the camp. We might be able to fight for this if we go right now. Or we might just have to play defense. I'm kind of thinking play defense is what we're going to have to do, unfortunately. Good couple picks by Tracer, though, and myself will allow us to have a easier time defending. I will support her if need be. We're getting finally some push in the other lanes. Their tank misplays for a moment. We're able to get, there we go, they're 10 stacks. And our hero damage, that burst damage we can pump out is amazing. Not using our heal, especially on a bot Hanzo, unless I have it fully stacked, because that's how I get my Reservoir of Hope stacks, my level 16 talent. There we go. It got fully up to 11 stacks now. Stun this hero into the wall. I think, yeah, I missed out on my stack, unfortunately. But a huge altar by Hanzo. Why am I wasting my W's if I'm not getting my stacks? I'm sorry. That's a pet peeve of mine that you need to be really thinking about, being really cautious about when you're playing this hero is, especially after you get your stacks, is it worth healing my ally now? Or should I wait a moment to get that, to get the Reservoir of Hope stack? That's excellent that we can take that hero out of her mech. That's the burst damage that we need. Can I finish them off? There we go. Double kill. Pretty slick. We managed to get a triple kill with the help of the friendly team. We have 13 stacks on Reservoir. I'm going to have to use that to heal myself. You can see, despite me only having about half of my energy there, that heal was still a very respectable amount. And that's because Reservoir of Hope is stacked up now. So our maximum energy is a lot more than it was before. So half energy is even more than full energy used to be a few minutes ago. Rotate middle here, and I want to try to cause mayhem to red team. Come on, give me the full stacks. Dealing 300, only 300 damage, but I think it's because he had his spell armor up. Oh, I'm rather afraid now if I get engaged upon by red team's Sonya. Gonna have to heal this hero before I get that Reservoir of Hope stack. I'll do it again just to keep him at a healthy, respectable number. Keep in mind, we're still second highest hero damage in this game. Really, some solid support by my allies, and yeah, we're gonna hold off on our W. I think so, because I think I can get a good Q on the minion wave. Will get us that stack that we covet. That's what we're looking for. And that's what I mean by this excellent burst healing that we're able to pump out. 16 stacks, so we are in the gravy boat right now. We'll spam out these W's as much as possible, and we're kind of to the point now where we have consistent healing. We have that sustained healing now because we've got Reservoir of Hope stacks stacked up so much. Press my R on top of my ally there, which is granting him a whole lot of armor as well, mind you. Empathetic Link on top of my ally to grant him some rather good things. Or grant me more energy, rather. Huge stuns on top of these enemy heroes, and a big W giving me more damage. We managed to cap out the camp. I have another W ready to use. I guess I'll just use that now and give the hat to our Tracer player so she can continue to run down red team and maybe get more picks. She's looking for it. She's hunting for it. She can't quite get it. We'll pick up another pick on their tank there, landing our E at a wonderful timing. We're up to 21 stacks, which is an extra 1,500 energy that we can store, which is massive. We have top hero damage, top heals, and at this point, red team's going to say, okay, we got to focus the Auriel. So you got to be positioning yourself with that in mind, with the fact that red team is going to want to kill you at every possible encounter. 22 stacks, so I kind of want to be sitting at full energy now because I need to have that energy stacked up to be a relevant hero inside of these fights. Oh, trying to get my burst damage out there. We're not able to do it, though. If I got the burst damage, we might have been able to get more done. Yeah, up 700 damage per W, and that wasn't even a fully stacked W. Like right here, we can probably get a good chunk of these minions captured by pressing our Ws at the proper timing. I could be, and maybe should be, saving it to get the full energy stacked up. Maybe we can push down our first building now. Wouldn't that be nice? But I kind of want to be with the friendly team wherever they might go. We'll at least start this to get energy, like I said. 23 stacks. After you hit 10, anything past 10 is just like, this is perfect. It's just going to be, as I said, gravy. It's just how it is. It's just not necessary, but really adds to the effectiveness that you can have inside of the game. Unfortunately, that level 22 Punisher couldn't even kill a prepped fort, which honestly makes me want to cry, but it's okay. Our Ws can hold up to a little bit under 3,000, so a fully stacked W, Ray of Heaven, will give me and all of my allies essentially bigger than an Ancestral Healing, which is Chef's Kiss. Second highest damage is still that Tracer, and by a long shot. So Tracer or a melee hero will get it because of my level 4 talent, Empathetic Link, granting me energy based off of damage that my allies take is going to be a big aspect. Red team hasn't showed their face in a while, so I was afraid that they might be bush humping. Can I land something? Oh, we whiff. That's going to cost us big time. Especially with the increased duration of these things. We'll stun that away from us. Oh no, my ally used his ability to run. Mathael's a bot, which sucks. Because we really need Mathael to be the guy dealing the damage. Oh, so I can have my heals out and ready. Please spam your W's, Wub. Big stun inside of this fight. Big heals as well, and we're continuing to sustain, but this fight's getting a little sloppy. It's a little bit discombobulated. Huge stun, though, and Tracer picks up a double kill, plus Hanzo getting us a triple, and he's hungry for more. That Diva's very low on HP, as Sonya is as well. We get the quadra kill, and now top lane is a little risky looking for us. It could take some damage, but if no one bases... Oh, no way. That could have killed her. 25 stacks on the Reservoir of Hope. We need to take this building. Like, there's no world where we don't take this building. I mean, I got the heals, but I also need the damage. Oh, if we don't get this building, the game might be over. Oh, please, please, please. You based. Why didn't you take it? Why didn't you defend our core, my friend? Please. 4 Catas kills our core, brother. Oh, that's such unnecessary damage, and that's assuming we can even defend at this rate. I'm a little bit afraid, honestly. That sucks. 40% core damage this late in the game is very sad. Our siege is so abysmal as well as a team that it makes it rather difficult for us to crawl back. Especially, we've had 2 bots this game as well. Hanzo's been a bot for half of it. So has, or a quarter of it. So has the Mathael player. He's been a bot for a couple of moments. That's a nice little stun. I think that's all I'll get, though, is just a nice little stun. So if these fights are grouped, we can do rather well. But the second they become ungrouped... Oh, that looked like it hit. It didn't, though. We're going to make sure we're not the one taking damage, because D.Va has learned that we deal really good damage and really good healing. We'll put Mathael inside of my R, which was honestly a waste, if you ask me. And whiffing on my W is also very bad. But friendly team has it covered tenfold. Getting a pick on that D.Va. Objective is up, and apparently Anubrak is on top of that. Getting them half of the objective capped already. A little bit more than. Oh, he's been buzzled me. Oh, gosh. I don't have a lot. I just need that energy now. Hopefully my allies can take some damage. Mathael's trying to reconnect. Good healing. Over 2,000 burst healing right there. Does look like we will lose, what is this, like the 4th objective loss this game. Which I think we can still defend. I've been sitting at 25 stacks on Reservoir of Hope for the last long amount of time. I gotta go top lane because Tracer's been our top in pretty much everything this whole game. So her dying would be devastating for us. So we're gonna make sure she does not die by rotating towards her. Mathael is getting 1v1'd and quite frankly losing to the Punisher. Really need Tracer to give me some energy so we can keep our... Dang, I didn't want to have to press my R on top of him, especially if I get caught now. That's just game over. Alright, we're fine to fight another moment. I gave the hat to the tank player. Kind of hoping he'll give us some energy. Our core is taking damage. Remember the 60% of damage we took from earlier. That might bite us right now. Getting as much out there as we can. Huge stun by Hanzo Arrow. A nice Q by myself and a W will finish off 3 of the enemy team's heroes. But once again, the lanes have just been so pushed away from our favor that I don't think we can actually do anything from this triple kill that we've gotten. Paying for some assistance here because we gotta clear this wave out. Mathael's here to help out in some way, shape, or form. Huge healing. I should be waiting for these Reservoir of Hope stacks, but I keep getting low on HP and it scares me. So frustrating that we can't find a way to crawl this game more in our favor. I mean, bottom lane is where the next objective is, and that is the most prepped lane on the map for us. I'm hunting for the minion wave so I can get this Reservoir of Hope stack up. There we go. Up to 27 now, which is how much increased healing? 2,000 increased healing, and that gives us over 3,000 heals on a fully charged W. I'm playing a little bit risky for the fact that most of red team is alive right now. Wanted to land that stun. Unfortunately, we missed it. Our whole team is alive, which not only are they alive, but my whole team is here, which has not happened in a long time. We're going to try to keep some allies a little bit more healthy. I don't like how this fight's going, though. Tracer does have the hat, which I don't know if that's been a misplay. Hanzo gets a big heal. I think my R canceled out Sanctification earlier, which truthfully has not been helping anything. Oh, can I get inside of it? No! Oh, we got stunned, slowed, and booped away from the away from the Sanctification. That'll probably cost us the game. Despite us dueling top damage on the team, in the game actually, top healing, and a very respectable siege and soak amount, but unfortunately could not hold it together to get the win. That's just how it goes sometimes. Like I said, we're going to talk about the build at the end of the game. If we didn't have those 2 bots, it might have gone a little better. If I used my R at a better timing, we could have won that last team fight, but unfortunately, that's that. But that is a way to play Auriel. It's just a big game of chicken. I think I can out-damage you before you're going to be able to kill me, and that's what you do. Well done to Tracer, and honestly, the whole team played pretty good. At least these 3 that were up there. We were the 3 that never were bots. You can also see we got Scrapper as a healer. Like, that's crazy. That's nutty. And the reason we could do this is because of the talents we're going to talk about. So, specifically, Searing Light at level 1 is your bread and butter. So, Ray of Heaven also deals damage to enemies in the area, equal to 30% of the energy consumed, which means your W's can deal damage, and that damage gives you more energy, which means you can deal more healing, and more damage, and so on and so forth. Winters. Who is Winters? The Vala. Thanks, man. And then Repeated Offense. Enemies hit by Detainment Strike are knocked back 25% further. That alone is good enough for this talent. Because it's so difficult to land your E's, it makes it such a strong talent. But it also has a quest. So stunning enemy heroes increases the damage. After you stun 6 heroes, it increases the damage by a lot. And that adds to Damage Auriel, which is essentially what this is. It's essentially Damage Auriel. But Damage Auriel is also Healing Auriel, because that's how you get your energy to heal. Empathetic Link, level 7, like I said, is your fluctuation point. This can be any one of the 3 talents there. I just felt Empathetic Link was the one that was going to give me the most amount of healing in the fights, and I don't regret this option at all. Crystal Aegis at level 10. I explained it inside of the game, but I'll explain it again. This ultimate ability is something that affects you now, whereas Resurrect affects you after the team fight is possibly already been lost. So I go Resurrect if they have... I mean, I never go it, but you could go it if they have a pick comp, like a Stitch's Gorge, because oftentimes it nullifies that long cooldown of Gorge. Just like, oh, red team finally, they're like, oh, we finally got a pick. Nope, res happened, and it's great. But Crystal Aegis can also do a similar effect on a shorter cooldown, and it also deals damage, which allows you to get more healing because you're dealing more damage. Piercing Lash. Oh, that's worth noting. Also, Crystal Aegis is damage that Auriel deals. So if you press it on any one of your 4 allies, the damage that Aegis does still grants you energy. So it's great for if you just press your W and you're out of mana and you're waiting on that cooldown to come back, just put yourself in a Crystal Aegis. You'll have full energy most likely after you come out and continue that burst healing. Piercing Lash at level 13. So we mentioned in the intro that your E only hits 1 hero. Now it pierces all enemy heroes. And additionally reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds for each hero hit. So you're able to spam this out a lot more in fights if you're landing it. And as you saw in today's game, you can land it and deal bonkers numbers. It is such a team fight winning ability if you play it properly. Finally, Reservoir of Hope. This is your saving grace. This is what takes you from being a strong healer to people are pulling their hair out. This healer's broken. And honestly, this talent is still balanced. Reservoir of Hope, each maximum energy Ray of Heaven, so each maximum energy W, Auriel casts increases the maximum amount of energy that can be stored by 75%. So whenever you get that up to about 10 stacks, increasing your energy stored by 750, you will almost never not have a heal to spam out, and it's really great. And then anything past that is just giving you more energy, and it's worth noting that this energy being stored increases the damage of Searing Light. So more damage, more energy, more healing, and so on and so forth. Really great talent. This is a must pick in like every single game, unless you're going for something specific. And like I said, this is your biggest power spike is Reservoir of Hope. Level 7 is a big power spike, and level 16 is big power spikes. Then at level 20, we went for Diamond Resolve because although Crystal Aegis is great at saving your allies from point-and-click stuns and whatnot, it also puts your allies very vulnerable after it opens up, and Diamond Resolve nullifies that. For 5 seconds after their Aegis expires, they have 75 armor, essentially totaling 7 seconds of immortality, which is disgusting. And it's not actual immortality, because you can die with 75 armor, just no one does ever, especially whenever you're spamming them out with ancestral healings on a 4-second cooldown. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the level 7 fluctuation. So Empathetic Link, if you need, if your allies are tanky and melee, this is a great pickup. Energized Cord, if no one is getting it done for you and you are the sole damaged healer for your team, you just feel like everyone sucks at dealing damage, and that's how it's felt for the first 6 levels. You hit level 7, pick up Energized Cord, your basic attacks now are granting you more energy, and that'll help balance out. And finally, Glimmer of Hope. This is kind of map dependent. So this is good on maps like Braxis Holdout, Dragonshire, maps where you're fighting in a single lane or inside of the minion waves rather often. This is a really good pickup because it's giving you reduced energy and it helps you stack up that Reservoir of Hope much more easily. Also, an honorable mention to Shield of Hope. I go Diamond Resolve more often because I think it protects Auriel more, and that's what I prefer. Because you're playing that game of chicken, but you're the chicken. So you got to protect yourself at the end of the day. But Shield of Hope is a fantastic option that I would urge you to try both of these picks and feel out for yourself which one is going to work out in which scenarios. Some games, Shield of Hope is great. Especially if your team is taking more spread out damage. If there's Nazebos and Lunaros and poison damage, I go Shield of Hope more often than not. But if it's more burst damage, like in that game they had a Q build Vala, that's a lot of burst damage. Diamond Resolve's great. I need a sip of water and then we're going for an outro. Okay. Anyways, that's how to heal with Auriel. That was a very long game, and I'm thankful for you guys sticking around and watching this video. I've noticed that these How to Heal videos have been a little bit longer, and I hope that's okay with you guys. Please let me know down in the comments if they've been just too long and you want me to try to make them shorter or make my other videos shorter. Let me know what the ideal time is for a video for you guys is basically what I'm asking. Is it 10 minutes? Is it 45 minutes? Is it right at 20-minute average? Just let me know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.